They do such a fucking remarkable job of tying his parental issues in with the story that they're already in. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're back with another episode of Link Click. Of course, I come with board, I come with notes, so let's see what we had from last episode. With the board, I obviously have board changelog, which is to say that I added Lu Meng and Chang's mom. Of course, not really much changes there, other than the fact that adding relationship bars, Chang's mom is Chang's mom. Lu Meng was a love interest. I should probably pan over the board real quick. Okay, purple line. I wanted to make sure. I was looking at the layout over here, and at a distance, I thought it looked like a red line. I'm like, why the fuck would I have added a red line from Lu Meng to Chang Zhao? Did not. So, good correction. Anyway, that's the only changes to the board at the moment. I guess given what was said last time in the chat to let me know about the whole 2008 thing, I guess I could have marked them in the expected way, but I guess the idea here is that Chen could have changed events. Sorry, I just realized I've been saying Chang this whole time. He is Chen, he is Chang. That is very confusing to me to be saying out loud. Or not out loud, to be saying back to back. My apologies. What I meant to say is Chen all the time, and referring to Lu Meng and all of it. Chang, referring to the person in the present time. What I was saying is I didn't mark them dead because who knows if Chang might actually change the timeline. He did it once in the first episode. It's not impossible that he could do it again. Anyway, I've got notes. Let's go into the notes. If Lu knows the 12-hour span that they are inhabiting, then why is he concerned about Chang changing anything when he knows that the upcoming node can't be changed by any of Lu's actions? What I mean is, Lu might be acting to change events, aka winning the game, but nothing done thus far really changes where those people will be come the node event. Win or lose, that other team still has to go home before the next game that they would play. As he didn't know what was coming, none of his actions served to warn anyone of coming events, which Lu seems to become chill about after it happens. But like I said, I don't know why he was on edge in the first place. Having had the chat explain to me the importance to the Chinese people that the actual 2008 earthquake was, does Chang not know anything about the photos he's jumping into? We know 2008 was important to him personally as well. You'd think it would pop into his head about when and where he might be. The rug pull of making us think that Lu was gone in the future or had never met Chang felt a bit awkward in rewatch. I know I may have been a little bit jumpy at the concept that he had changed time to make Lu not around during the reaction, but thinking about it now, I guess this show exists in a paradox. If they change that guy's life by getting rid of the regrets he had in the past, then he would then he won't have those regrets to be able to try and hire these guys in the present, meaning that they would never have to jump into the picture in the first place, which means he would have the regrets and would seek them out so that he could make them jump into the picture. You see, it's a loop. The only way to make it work is to say that they exist outside of causality. The paradoxes they create don't affect them. Honestly, that reveal at the end of the episode is why I don't have much in the way of notes about it. All my questions about most of the episode got answered with that reveal. Mostly, I'm just thinking about the fact that this guy spent 13 years thinking of exactly the right thing to say to everyone he loved, in case he got the chance to say it to them one last time. Like I said, I could never come close to being able to do that, and that this guy got it 100% right. Everyone that heard his words came out the other side feeling better for having heard them. So they say it is May 12th, 2008, and that's the big reveal about why none of the changes matter. Except, looking it up, the earthquake happens at 1428 or 228. When Chang finds out about it, the sun has set and buildings in the background are turning on their lights. The sunset would typically be around 7 p.m. or 1900, meaning the earthquake should have already happened. Except, even in Chang's flashback talking to Wow? Sorry, I forgot how to say her name. Zhao. Her flashback talking to Zhao, he says, last night. So I guess they are also changing details about what happened. That, or the multiple sources I looked up to read about it, were wrong. When I say read about it, I mean the actual earthquake. I read about the actual 2008 earthquake. And when I say 7 p.m. is when the sun should set, I mean I looked it up when the sun is down in China around May. And it said 7 p.m. is usually the time it sunsets in China. So, the element that it is nighttime or sunset and the earthquake hasn't happened yet is what throws me off there. And my last note, I don't know what to think about Liu for even having taken the job, considering what we know about Chang's past and how much this would affect him. Was it kinder for him to hide the element of when they were and what would happen? I can't say. But I will say it was certainly a risk to have taken the job and sent him back to a time that scarred his entire life. I guess, on the other hand, how little does Chang know about the jobs he's taking? The when and where would be the first pieces of information he'd have, or should be. But across 2 episodes, he never even thought about it. I guess my main takeaway is I never know exactly how much Chang knows going in, how much Liu tells him, or what experience he should have to take any of the jobs that they actually take. It always rounds back to that whenever I bring stuff up, as how clueless Chang seems to be every time they start a new job. That said, though, I guess got nothing left here but to hop on in and see where Farewell takes us.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I wish he would tell him about Emma. Telling him about Emma, I feel like would... Okay, they are changing it. Because again, the real-life news reports say that the earthquake happened at 1400. Potentially like 6 hours before they're saying it here. Again, if he tells him about Emma, then he'll know that even good things that he does to try and save people can cause horrible consequences.
程小时，你救不了他们，他们早就已经死了。你所看到的只是过去的那一小段时光。更何况，死亡是无法跨越的。
This very much reminds me of when Donna Noble begs the Doctor to save somebody from Pompeii.
你我现在的生活也都不复存在。
And it very much becomes a, well, you can't save everyone, save somebody.
小小，你手咋会在抖呢？今天那么热，手还是冰的，是不是生病了？
我没事。
嘴上说没得事，就肯定有事。
放手吧。
I mean, this would be the hardest fucking thing to do, right?
我刚想起来，有件重要的事情我和红斌说了，我去就回，你就放心吧。
哎呀，深更半夜的，有啥子话不能等到明天上学的时候说啊？
I mean, conceivably, he could have changed time already by luring her out of the house.
如果
If she just stays on the street,
他们已经死了，但从手心里传来的温暖，却是那么真实。程小时，你想清楚，如果把地震的事实公之于众，将会引发多大的恐慌？到
I
时
mean,
候
it feels like it's too late to cause a
结
panic.
果可能更糟。
I mean, whoever equated it essentially to 9/11, I feel like is exactly the right call. Because, I mean, if you went back in time and you didn't try and stop it, you'd be a monster, right? But at the same time, who would believe you? There's nothing you would actually say that would help anybody. Sorry, just a quick segue. I wanted to say, I know this is like saying something negative about a show. Don't like this. I'm not a big fan of main characters in opening and endings doing weird dances. Because the first thing it makes me think about is Jujutsu Kaisen, the first ending where Gojo, is it Gojo? Whoever comes dancing out of a door to like similar music, and it's like, not a big fan of that. Anyway, just a small segue to me mocking, I don't know, off of serious subject, back to the seriousness. See, I just assumed, she kind of looks like the woman that couldn't figure out the secret recipe. I always just kind of assumed that Chang came from a dysfunctional household. I never would have guessed that his family died in a natural disaster. I mean, really, all he has to do is say, I want to talk to you outside.
不吃都不吃，哪个怕哪个。
呀，那是咋子了哟？红斌那个娃儿平时
And their argument is dragging everybody around outside.
娃儿正发育嘞，不给饭吃啷个行嘞？
哎呀，那帮娃儿迷上了打篮球。哎，陈潇，你怎么回来了？走，赶紧走！你搞笑呢？我这膝盖都还没消肿。
You know, also your sister.
陆红斌都这个样子了，你还把他拉到哪儿去嘛？就是你把他带坏的，是不是？
阿姨，我不是这个意思，但你们真得赶紧走。
还赶我们走？你啥子意思啊？
陈潇，说什么胡话呢？陆红斌
I guess at the element of no one would believe you.
带上流氓，马上离开镇子，快啊！你该不会是现在就想去县里打比赛了吧？咱还2礼拜呢，看那小子急的。还打什么打呀？篮球馆学校早决定拆了，今天就是最后一场了。放屁！马老师都没说拆呢，你错到几了？马老师他
Exactly what he said.
你走。 我是真的想帮你们，别以为今天风光一时就能对别人指手画脚。
哥，你也冷静一下，陈潇他肯定是有原因的。
今天晚上8点半会发生地震。刘梦，你爸不是在市里吗？赶紧和他联系，今晚就去他那里避一避。
要得呀，你这个女子还背了
Again, I can only imagine this is actually extremely hindering what the guy in the future wanted. Because now he's breaking every relationship that they were in.
刘梦不是说还没有决定吗？
你们两个，一个天天想到去县头打球，一个要去市头读书。我辛辛苦苦把你们养大，我图啥子？
啊，你莫唠叨行不行？
我唠，你让邻居们评下你，到底是哪个对不起哪个？
I mean, conceivably, though, he just keep them fighting out in the
你
lawn.
的一言一行都会引发波动，让过去变得更加不可预测。你既挽救不了注定会死的人，又可能让另一批原本无辜的幸存者因此丧命。
How? I mean, not how. Emma. Never mind.
真的吗？哪点来的消息哦？
但今天还是有点奇怪哦，热得要死哦。
都是我屋里狗叫了一天，
我屋里也是，跟疯了一样哎。
我真的是地震前。
He just shouted about an earthquake. Y'all don't need to look for omens.
陈潇，你发什么疯？凭什么说马上要地震？因为
是哎，哪点来的依据哦？
到底是
I mean, if you're gonna go all in, go all in, man.
是真的有，还要通知镇里所有人撤离哦。
你莫乱传哈！地震也分等级的，
陈潇，
万一只是
说话。
全镇人都遭惊动了。
I mean, again, put this like in the 9/11 perspective. You can't just like half warn people.
是杂志上写的，玛雅人语言。
地毯上贤说的话，啷个可以当真哦？
还好没写。
You can't just publish anything in a magazine. If you read that in a magazine, I think that'd be noteworthy.
陈潇，走了哟。你这个娃儿还是要好生读书，学点正经的知识才好哦。
Yeah, and now Chen's final moments of remembering these people is the giant fight that he caused between everybody. Again, not a paradox though. It's still regret that's going to cause him to come here and have this
已经发生的事
hire them.
不是你和我能控制的。抬起头，向前看吧。
如果能不能救救妈妈？只要一个，只要让我救她一个人。
What did I say? The fucking Doctor Who thing. Donna's begging to save one person.
好吧，我告诉你该怎么做。
And that's what happens in Doctor Who. The Doctor relents and saves some people.
地震。
我刚去陆红边家，镇子上的人都已经传得沸沸扬扬了。不管真的假的，准备一下总没错的。
哎，等下，我去把家头东西收拾下哈。
哎呀，大难临头就别拿了。
这次地震还造成了山体塌方，把大半个镇子都埋了。
Oh, okay.
跑危险性更
That's why getting them out into the street wouldn't
陈
save
潇当时
them.
碰巧在饭厅，躲过一劫。
哥，你还生妈的气呢？
才没。今晚的夜空真好看，我就多看会儿。
喏，妈盛了晚饭，让我端给你。
我又不饿。
Horrible way to go, though.
陈潇听说你
Landslide?
他怎么说？
我才不管他怎么想的呢。
那你还告诉他？
快8点半了，你今天作业做不完，我可不帮你。
Oh, how far past 8? I don't remember what the last clock said.
今天晚上8点半会发生地震。别拿了。
I don't know how you as townsfolk can be talking about how bad omens are happening and then not take one warning you're given.
没时
Okay,
间，
about 6
别动了
minutes.
哎呀，你这个娃儿，
刘梦，你说今天晚上不会真有地震吧？
This is some like Resident Evil ass music.
我也是信了你的邪了，哪儿来的地震嘛？深更半夜的陪你在这抢门儿。
No, let me legit restrain her. Keep her down here
地震
for 5 more
真的
minutes.
就没再发生。
糟了，少拿样东西。
哎，你别动，要什么我去帮你拿。
We already covered his watch is 6 seconds off. Oh. They were on the bus ride. I guess your best chance is to be inside? I don't know what saves you from a landslide.
小小，
别出来！
I mean, we never really did cover what happens to Chang if he's in a body that dies.
小小，你还好吗？
Oh, she fucking saved him at the cost of her own life.
妈妈没得事，就是
Did she?
想歇一会儿。
程小时，太痛苦的话，就退出照片吧。
有妈妈在，只要妈妈在，你就没得事啊。小小，妈妈这辈子啥子都不会，记性不好，脾气又撇，
出去，看把娃娃熏成啥子样子了？
会做的菜就那几个，你跟你老汉儿爱吃的。妈妈读过的书少，
I mean, what?
学习上教不到你啥子。我唯一能做的，就是支持我最爱的2个人，去做他们想做的事。所以小小，爱打球就去打嘛，想去死里头就去死里头，不要怪妈妈太自私。
I mean, you're legit just staying in the fucking portrait to torture yourself now.
就舍不得你小时候的样子，我一闭上眼睛，脑壳头就清清楚楚的。
And that's why they fucking showed us him with his mother earlier on.
要妈妈陪。
哦，小事不怕，小事不怕啊，妈妈在。我家小宝贝，快要睡觉了。
宝宝的眼睛小。
They do such a fucking remarkable job of tying his parental issues in with the story that they're already in. What the fuck did you have me watch, Rogue?
有人在这儿！妈，救援来了！醒醒！快醒醒！走开了，下面有2个！ 小心点，把上面的石板顶住，别再塌了。记者同志，这里正在施工。这里是我的家，我要找我的老婆和娃儿。
地震发生后的短短4小时内，已有数名被埋民众被陆续从废墟中救出，但具体受灾和受困人数，目前还
I mean, did he save anybody?
同学，你先冷静，剩下的事交给我们来处理。
他还活着，求求你们，求求你们，快救救他！快救救他！
该快走嘛！
Well, he never said anything to say to his father.
亲爱的。
Man, really held on to the title card for the whole fucking show.
对不起，为什么要骗我？为什么还是要让他死？为了让一切复旧如初。
Fair. That's why I said in all my notes, Lou is hiding shit all the time. Was this kind? I don't think so.
既然不能救他，
I still think it would have been kinder by Lou to not take the job.
又有什么意义呢？
一晃那么多年了，如果哪天我能早点赶上回镇里的车，结果可能就不一样了。
No, I think you just would have died.
我都说了，无论过去，因为我们不能改变过去。
昨天在家里整理的时候，竟然发现这个老东西，以为地震时候给埋了。
你好，请问这儿能冲印老相机里的照片吗？
啊，可以啊。是什么胶卷？
I don't know how Chang just doesn't hang out with everybody he's ever had formed a connection with this way.
不问将来，因为将来一定会因我们而改变。相机有些损坏了，你看看还能洗吗？
糟了，少两样东西。
哎，你别动，要什么我去帮你拿。
相机，那台照相机。
Well, he's a tabloid photographer. It just happens to be one of the cameras that...
我有话想跟你说。
Oh, right.
最近我
The day.
当时和龙阳一中的比赛，我作为你的替补上场，竟然又是灌篮又是3分，把对面打得落花流水。梦醒了，就特别留恋能一起打球的日子。长大后，虽然还会走上球场，但没了放学轮流抢篮筐的你们，没了责怪我投篮不长眼的你们，没了就算这样还愿意把球传给我的你们，球场也就不再那么令人兴奋和着迷了。所以，
陈潇，过来一起打球啊！别傻站着了。
Fucking hell.
感谢你，队长，是你的支柱，让我增添了对友情的记忆。
Ah, this fucking show.
哎，我说，你俩是正负极啊，能不能凑近点？
Ah, man, this could have been a movie.
当我
These 3 episodes together.
你要去市里的消息，我真的为你感到高兴。市里有更好的教育资源，更大的发展前景，所以我希望你能尽早去，马上去，最好立刻就动身。而我也会 会努力在不久之后考上
I guess these are just the things that Lou had to read to him so he could say to those people.
追上。
好，阿公。
闪光爆等着我，曾经的、眼前的，陪你哭和笑的人，勇敢
Wait, did he save somebody?
去拥抱成长的
妈，
每种
我就是个替补，顺便给校报拍2张照片，你就让我去吧。
来，这是你老汉儿的第一台相机。
Because it seemed like he was wearing an engagement ring. So,
你老汉儿当年说自己喜欢拍照，我攒了半年的积蓄才给他买到的。
你不是最讨厌爸拍照了吗？
哼，我是讨厌他嘛，天天端着个相机给别个拍。来，给你妈来一张，看下这个相机还好不好用。
again, though, 13 years undeveloped camera, so he hasn't even had these photos of everybody he cares about to look at. He's just been thinking about them. I guess the element that Chang can leap into photos, so he could relive any of those moments again. Circle of life, right? I still don't know what he said to turn that whole thing around. I mean, it's too fucking much, right?
还是会继续。
程小石，这也是你的意思？哎，好呗，什么时候调整好了再开始吧。
I mean, you just can't take every job.
这
It's
是
clearly
有
the
个
thing.
活能进入照片里的时光。
不好意思啊，本店没有这个服务，更没有什么神婆，请您另寻高人吧。
我叫肖丽，是个警察。
That's a good setup. That's a good setup for whatever the next episode is. And of course, there's no next time on in this one, so I have to just talk through the entire ending credits. God. I don't know why sometimes that shit just hits me harder than other stuff. I just want to tell you all how Rogue Knight is actively trying to kill me. And I don't mean like sadness here. I take chemo meds for cancer, this region here. And recently I've been going through a thing where this section of the throat really hurts. And for some reason, when I choke up about like sad stuff, whatever the response is, where your throat closes up a bit when you're like gasping for crying reasons and whatnot, that hurts the fucking most. I don't know, stone-faced out of necessity. So this kind of shit hits me hard in a painful way. So, I don't know, man. I guess that's the difference. Now that I'm recovering, circling back to previous thoughts, that's the difference between that and the Doctor Who episode, I think Fires of Pompeii, which this very much feels a lot like, is that the Doctor actually does save a family. Out of everyone that dies in Pompeii, he actually saves a family. Whereas here, I guess Lou tricks him into thinking he could save somebody, and then he doesn't. And then, Lou gets punched in the face for it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is just like last episode, where I questioned the entire time how they could do anything and not change anything. How Lou kept saying it's fine, nothing's changed. and then the reveal at the very end is that everyone's going to die, that left me essentially with very few to no questions about the episode because it answered everything. And here, this is the payoff to that, I guess, if you want to consider this payoff. That there's nothing here that leaves me with questions, right? The fact is, everyone is dead. We know everyone died. Because nothing changed in Chen's life story. Granted, we didn't know he had a kid before, but that is just icing on the depression cake that we saw. That we saw his mother's last moments and what she did, trying to keep her son alive, and then how that transitions to him being a father later on, right? So, I mean, that's the payoff, right? There's nothing else I can really say here other than, I guess, the element of Lu and Chang's relationship being extremely strained. The element that I was saying in earlier episodes, it very much feels like Lu does know what happened to Chang's parents, and the element that he does not seem to be a caring individual in that respect, that he would put he would put Chang through this, knowing what that specific time period, how it scarred him emotionally, and technically, I feel like he could have said, hey, you can leave the picture way earlier. But then also try and trick him into thinking, oh, you could save somebody, when he never could have saved anybody. I don't know. I feel like we had to do some sort of other resolution to the Chang-Lu relationship. Sorry, I had another thought in my head, but it's so hard to keep it all together now. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I need a bit of recovery time. So, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?